Hello, Queens. In a world of ordinary, the Sigma female stands out as a force of nature, a maverick, a renegade, and a badass in every sense of the word. She's not bound by society's rules or confined by its expectations. No, the Sigma female blazes her own trail, forging ahead with a confidence and swagger that leaves mere mortals in awe. But what sets her apart from the rest? What gives her that unmistakable aura of power and authority? It's simple. Her sixth sense of introverted intuition. While others stumble in the dark, groping for answers, the Sigma female sees with crystal clarity. She's the one who knows what's coming before it even happens, who anticipates the next move before the game has even begun. Picture this, a woman who doesn't just navigate life, she conquers it. Armed with her intuition as her weapon and her instincts as her shield, she fearlessly charges into the unknown, leaving a trail of awe and admiration in her wake. She's the ultimate badass, the queen of her own destiny, and woe betide anyone who dares to stand in her way. But make no mistake, the Sigma female isn't all business and no play. She's got a wicked sense of humor to match her sharp wit, a gleam in her eye that hints at mischief and mayhem. She's the one who can drop a one-liner that cuts through the tension like a knife, who can turn a mundane moment into a memorable adventure with just a smirk and a quip. So, buckle up and prepare to be blown away as we dive deep into the world of the Sigma female and her sixth sense of introverted intuition. Get ready to witness the raw power, the unbridled passion, and the sheer badassery of this extraordinary personality type. And who knows, by the end of our journey, you might just find yourself inspired to unleash your own inner Sigma, to embrace your intuition, to seize your destiny, and to walk boldly into the unknown with your head held high and a smirk on your lips. Number 1. Pattern recognition. Sigma females have an exceptional ability to spot patterns and connections in everyday life that others might miss. This isn't just about recognizing repetitive behaviors or obvious trends. It's about seeing the hidden links between different pieces of information. For example, they might notice subtle changes in someone's behavior that signal deeper emotional shifts or connect seemingly unrelated events to predict future outcomes. Imagine this. While others are still scratching their heads over the first clue in a mystery novel, a Sigma female has already figured out who did it, why they did it, and is mentally solving the next 5 chapters just for fun. It's like having a personal Sherlock Holmes brain, minus the deerstalker hat. Unless that's your thing, no judgment. This intuitive skill allows them to piece together a bigger picture from small details, much like solving a complex puzzle. It's not just about having a sharp eye, it's about having a mind that intuitively understands how various elements fit together. They see the matrix, but instead of dodging bullets, they're dodging office drama and predicting market trends. In everyday situations, this means a Sigma female can often read between the lines and grasp the underlying essence of what's going on, even when others are in the dark. It's like having a superpower, where your spidey senses tingling translates to, "Uh-oh, Steve's about to ask me to cover his shift again." This knack for pattern recognition not only helps them navigate their personal and professional lives more effectively, but also gives them a distinct edge in making informed and insightful decisions. Their world is rich with connections and meanings that others might never see, giving them a profound and sometimes almost uncanny sense of understanding and foresight. And who doesn't want to feel like a psychic detective now and then? Number 2. Intuitive decision-making. Sigma females have a remarkable knack for making decisions based on gut feelings, which are often spot on. While others may be bogged down with spreadsheets, pros and cons lists, and endless debates, a Sigma female can cut through the noise with her intuitive sense of what's right. This doesn't mean they're reckless or impulsive. On the contrary, their gut feelings are informed by a deep well of subconscious knowledge and experience. It's like their brain is a supercomputer, constantly processing information in the background, and when a decision needs to be made, it spits out the answer with a confidence that others might envy. It's like having a magic 8-ball, but one that actually knows what it's talking about. Picture this. You're at a crossroads in your career, unsure of which path to take. While your friends are consulting career coaches and taking personality tests, the Sigma female already has a clear sense of direction. trusting her intuition to guide her. It's like having an internal GPS that knows the best route, even when the road ahead looks foggy. She's the human equivalent of Google Maps, with the avoid traffic option always on. In everyday life, this intuitive decision-making can play out in countless ways. Maybe they decide to invest in a stock just because it feels right, and it turns out to be a winner. Or they might choose to avoid a certain social event, sensing it won't be a good fit, only to later hear about the drama they missed. It's like having a built-in drama detector. Who wouldn't want that? Their ability to trust their intuition doesn't just save time, it often leads to surprisingly effective outcomes. It's like they have a sixth sense that others might not understand but often wish they had. While the world is busy overthinking, the Sigma female strides forward, guided by her inner compass, making decisions with a blend of confidence and ease that feels almost magical. Or, as their friends might say, "You've got to be kidding me. How do you always know?" Miladies. If our exploration of the Sigma female and her remarkable sixth sense of introverted intuition has given you chills and resonated deeply, then hit that subscribe button and join our community of like-minded individuals. Let's make magic happen together. Number 3. Subtle influence. Sigma females have a unique talent for influencing and guiding others without needing to be loud or dominant. While some people might rely on forceful persuasion or charismatic speeches, Sigma females work their magic more subtly. They're like the quiet whisper that gets everyone's attention in a room full of shouters. This talent comes from their deep understanding of people and situations. They can sense the right moments to offer a suggestion or steer a conversation, often doing so in such a natural way that others don't even realize they're being influenced. It's like social Jedi mind tricks, but used for good, making everyone feel like the idea was theirs all along. Imagine you're in a team meeting where everyone is stuck in a debate. While others are getting louder and more frustrated, the Sigma female calmly waits, then drops a simple but profound comment that suddenly makes everything click. The team moves forward, thinking they've reached a consensus on their own, while she quietly smiles, knowing she nudged things in the right direction. It's like watching a cat silently knock something off a shelf. Efficient, effective, and leaving everyone wondering how it happened. In social settings, this subtle influence can look like effortlessly diffusing tension with a well-timed joke, or encouraging someone to pursue a dream they've been hesitant about. It's not about being manipulative, it's about understanding what people need and gently guiding them toward it. It's like being a social ninja. You never see them coming, but their impact is undeniable. Think of it as the art of suggestion meets ninja-level stealth. Their influence isn't about seeking credit or the spotlight. Sigma females are happy to let others shine, content in knowing that their subtle guidance helped bring about a positive outcome. It's like being the wind beneath someone's wings, powerful and essential, but often unseen. Picture it. They're the behind-the-scenes genius making sure everyone's cake doesn't collapse while they quietly eat their slice in the corner. So, while others might be waving flags and making noise, the Sigma female is the quiet force that shapes the world from behind the scenes. It's like having a superpower that's all about finesse and understanding, leaving people wondering, how did she do that? And her just smirking, oh, just a little magic. Number 4. Future-oriented thinking. Queens, Sigma females, have an extraordinary talent for thinking ahead and anticipating what's coming next. While everyone else is focused on the here and now, they're already 2 steps ahead, planning for the future with a mix of foresight and intuition that seems almost supernatural. It's like they've got a little time-traveling DeLorean parked in their brain. This doesn't mean they have a crystal ball, but it sure feels like it sometimes. They can look at the current situation, pick up on subtle cues, and project the likely outcomes with impressive accuracy. It's like playing chess while everyone else is playing checkers. They see the whole board, not just the next move. They're the grandmasters of life's game, while others are still figuring out how the night moves. Imagine being at work where a big project is coming up. While colleagues are just starting to gather information, the Sigma female has already mapped out potential challenges and come up with solutions. She's the one who thinks, what if this happens? And how can we be prepared for that? Her future-oriented thinking means she's rarely caught off guard. She's basically the MacGyver of project planning, always ready with a paperclip and some duct tape to save the day. In everyday life, this ability manifests in countless ways, whether it's saving money for a rainy day, sensing when a friendship might be heading into rough waters, or planning a vacation months in advance to get the best deals. A Sigma female is always one step ahead. It's like having an internal weather forecast that predicts more than just rain. It sees the storms and sunny days of life. She's the person who packed an umbrella, sunscreen, and a snow shovel because, you never can be too sure. Their knack for future-oriented thinking also makes them great strategists. They can devise long-term plans and stick to them, adjusting as needed when new information comes to light. It's like having a personal GPS for life that reroutes around traffic and knows all the shortcuts. And just like that GPS, sometimes they even have that calming voice saying, recalculating when things don't go as planned. But it's not just about practical planning. It's also about dreaming big and setting ambitious goals. Sigma females can envision a future that's better and brighter, and then methodically work towards it. While others might see obstacles, they see opportunities and pathways. They're the ones who turn lemons into a lemonade stand empire. So, while others are caught up in the moment, the Sigma female is busy crafting a future that's well thought out and full of potential. It's like having a superpower that combines foresight with pragmatism, leaving everyone else wondering how she always seems to know what's coming next. She's the person you want on your side in a crisis because she's already thought 5 steps ahead and packed snacks for the journey. Number 5, inner guidance. Sure, Sigma females have a powerful inner voice that acts as their personal GPS, guiding them through life with a sense of clarity and conviction that others often lack. While many people might second-guess themselves or get swayed by external opinions, Sigma females trust their inner guidance to navigate complex situations. This inner voice isn't just a vague feeling. It's a deeply intuitive sense that combines their past experiences, observations, and gut instincts. It's like having a wise old mentor living in their head, offering sage advice at every turn. Picture a tiny Yoda whispering, "The path, you know." Imagine facing a tough decision like choosing between 2 job offers. While others might be frantically listing pros and cons, the Sigma female takes a quiet moment to listen to her inner guidance. She taps into that well of intuition and feels a clear sense of which direction is right for her. It's like having an internal compass that always points true north, even in the middle of a storm. In everyday life, this inner guidance helps them steer clear of situations that don't serve them well. They're the friend who can sense when a party is about to get awkward, or when a deal sounds too good to be true. It's like they have a built-in alarm system that goes off when something's not quite right, saving them from countless headaches and heartaches. Their inner guidance also fuels their confidence. Sigma females don't need constant validation from others because they trust their own judgment. This self-assuredness can make them seem almost fearless. Whether they're deciding to start a new business, end a toxic relationship, or take a solo trip around the world, they rely on their inner voice to guide them. It's like having a cheerleader, life coach, and best friend all rolled into one, available 24/7. Number 6, emphatic insight. Sigma females possess a profound ability to tune into the emotions and needs of others, almost like they have a direct line to people's hearts. This isn't just about being good listeners or offering a sympathetic ear. It's about intuitively understanding what someone is feeling without them even saying a word. Think of it like having a radar for emotions. While others might miss subtle cues or misinterpret signals, Sigma females pick up on the slightest shifts in body language, tone of voice, and facial expressions. It's like they have emotional antennas that are always scanning the airwaves for signals. Imagine sitting down with a friend who's going through a tough time. While others might stumble over their words or offer well-meaning but off-base advice, the Sigma female simply listens and nods, knowing exactly what to say to provide comfort and support. It's like they have a PhD in empathy, with a minor in understanding human emotions. and maybe a few extra credits in awkward hug avoidance. In everyday interactions, this empathic insight can be a game changer. They're the ones who can diffuse a tense situation with a well-timed joke or offer a shoulder to cry on when someone needs it most. It's like they're carrying around an emotional first aid kit, ready to patch up wounds and soothe hurt feelings. Plus, they've got a stash of chocolate in there for emergencies. Their empathic abilities also make them natural caregivers and counselors. Whether it's comforting a friend after a breakup or helping a colleague work through a tough problem, Sigma females have an innate ability to connect with others on a deep emotional level. It's like they're the emotional Sherpas, guiding others through the peaks and valleys of life with ease, and maybe a few snacks for the journey. But it's not just about helping others. It's also about forging strong, meaningful connections. Sigma females understand that empathy isn't just a nice-to-have skill, it's the foundation of genuine human connection. By tuning into the emotions of others, they create bonds that are built on trust, understanding, and mutual respect. It's like they're the emotional glue that holds relationships together, making them stronger and more resilient in the process. And who doesn't love a good glue pun? So, while others might struggle to understand what someone is feeling or how to offer support, the Sigma female is there, ready to lend an empathetic ear and a caring heart. It's like having a superpower that brings people closer together, fostering empathy and compassion in a world that often feels disconnected and distant. And maybe a little laughter along the way. 7. Creative problem solving. Queens, Sigma females, have an incredible knack for thinking outside the box and finding innovative solutions to problems. While others might get stuck in conventional thinking or be afraid to take risks, Sigma females embrace creativity as a tool for overcoming obstacles. Imagine you're faced with a problem at work that seems impossible to solve. While some might throw their hands up in frustration, the Sigma female sees it as a challenge to flex her creative muscles. She might come up with a wild idea that seems crazy at first, but ends up being the perfect solution. It's like she's the MacGyver of problem solving, using whatever tools are at her disposal to engineer a solution that nobody else could have imagined. And maybe a paperclip and some chewing gum. This ability to think creatively isn't just about coming up with wacky ideas. It's about seeing connections and possibilities that others might overlook. Sigma females have a talent for connecting the dots in unconventional ways, drawing inspiration from diverse sources, and combining ideas in unexpected ways. It's like they've got a mental Pinterest board with ideas pinned from every corner of the universe. In everyday life, this creative problem-solving ability can be a game changer. Whether it's finding a new recipe for dinner with just the ingredients in the fridge, or figuring out how to entertain a group of kids on a rainy day, the Sigma female approaches every challenge with a sense of curiosity and resourcefulness. It's like she's the Martha Stewart of improvisation, turning lemons into lemonade, and then using the leftover rinds to make a centerpiece. Bonus points if the centerpiece doubles as a catapult for launching dinner rolls. But it's not just about finding solutions. It's also about embracing the process of problem-solving itself. Sigma females understand that failure is just a stepping stone to success, and they're not afraid to experiment and iterate until they find the right solution. It's like they've got a secret laboratory in their mind where every failure is just another data point in the quest for innovation. And maybe a few explosions along the way just for fun. So, while others might be content to stick with the status quo, the Sigma female is always pushing the boundaries and exploring new possibilities. It's like having a superpower that turns problems into opportunities and challenges into adventures. And who wouldn't want to be the hero of their own story, armed with nothing but creativity and determination? Thank you so much, Queens, for watching. See you in our next one. Bye for now, and God bless.